A drizzling and chilling morning to you all, dear children. I'm back again, and we have studied about a lazy, cricket and wise and miser ant, isn't it? Yes, you have learnt a lesson of your life, how you should be, how you should think about your future while spending quality time. See, balancing both, right? You shouldn't shun away your precious time. So that was a fable. What is a fable? A story which consists of animals as the main characters and conveys a very good moral, right? It has been adopted from Aesop's fables, right? Yes. So, how many of you have cultivated the habit of reading storybooks, fantasy, the magical world, talking parrots, witchcraft, witch, wizard, like age-old stories which we were listening to our grandparents. Like there was a king, there was a queen who had long hair. A fancy kind of stories, dear children, which used to take us to another world. Have you ever read these kind of storybooks? For example, Arabian Nights, Alauddin and his magic lamp, Ali Baba and 40 Thieves, Sindbad the Sailor. Have you read all these stories? Very fantastic. It creates magical world in front of us. Dear children, I used to read storybooks like Balamangala, Champak, Chandamama, which were full of fantasy tales, right? Yes, they give us a fantasy world. At the same time, they convey a kind of message. They make us understand what is good and what is bad. And it tells how good wins over bad. How just fight against injustice and conquers it. So dear children, all these stories looks fancy and beyond our imagination, which have never happened, but they do convey a kind of social message which we need to adopt. Right? That you have studied also in the previous poem. It's about the fable, the ant and the cricket. Right? So, here dear children, we have a very good humorous story about a camel and how it developed its hump on its back. Have you seen the camel? Have you seen its hump? Little elevated part on its back. Have you seen? So, we are going to study about this story, how camel developed that. Right? So, very interesting. Listen to me carefully. I will read it. Use pencil and underline the words that you find difficulty. Did you understand? Yes, dear children. Before I start, you have got two instructions or what I can say introduction. See, the world had just begun and the animals were working for humans. That everyone knows. You have studied about evolution of human beings. You have heard how he became Homo sapiens from Neanderthal, right? There was one lazy animal that did nothing. It did nothing and said nothing but hump. What is that? Hump. So, you may imagine which was that animal. So, let us see which animal was saying hump and how the camel got its hump in this beautiful, humorous story. That is how the camel got his hump. See, you have to observe my pronunciation. Hump and hump. Hump is the elevated part, round, a kind of semi-structured, extra elevated part on the back of camel. Hump is a kind of expression, scornful, doubtful expression. Right, dear children? Right. Even the clever jinn was at his wits' end. Jinn, have you heard? I told you. Jinn. See, you have seen the word jinn. Right? But I said jinn. The word D shouldn't be pronounced. This is silent here. So we call it jinn. Have you heard about jinn? Jinni? In Aladdin's wonderful lamp. When he rubs the lamp, a creature, a different monster-like thing comes out. That is called jinn or jinni. That the jinn was outwitted by that animal who used to say hump. Let us read this and enjoy that. In the beginning, when the world was new and the animals were just beginning to work for man. What is the difference now? They are working for man now also, right? There is no difference. There was a camel and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work. He was isolated. In fact, he himself isolated. Can we say quarantine? Because he did not want to work. Where? In a howling desert. He ate sticks and thorns and prickles. And when anybody spoke to him, he said hump. Just hump and no more. Presently, the horse came to him on Monday morning with the saddle on his back and said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." Trot. What is that? Work like us. Trot like us. And you silly fellow, you are simply sitting, eating and spending time. And whenever we ask, you say only hump. Come out like us and work like us. Hump again, said the camel. And the horse went away and told the man. The man here means the owner, the landlord you can consider. Presently, the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." Fetch means to take something and to carry something. It is called fetch. To fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down, broke his bone and came trembling after. Have you read the poem? Beautiful poem. So fetching, carrying. "Hump," again said the camel, and the dog went away and told the man. Dear children, we will stop and we will continue this for the next class, and I want you people to read the lesson and let me know from you what happened. Okay, you just tell me the story in your own words after reading the lesson thoroughly. Meet you in the next class. Take care. Bye bye.